it's your boy Brennan here, Brennan Joseph from J Global TV, back at it again. This is a Let's Talk episode 3. Technically, the last episode was a Let's Talk episode, but this one is gonna be a little bit more serious. The last one, I don't even know if I want to even consider that a Let's Talk. Probably gonna rename it to something else, but this is like a real Let's Talk. So it's gonna be talking about like different topics that's going on, that's happening around the world and whatever. I'm planning on doing this probably doing a little like podcast like this like every Wednesday or so. So you guys can kind of expect us on the J Global TV channel, try and bring some more content, so you can kind of get this channel going. That hiatus I did back in May when I was moving from San Antonio to the Dallas Fort Worth area, kind of put this channel on a setback. Kind of put the channel back. So just want to want to get going on getting content out, get the community going, getting everybody excited again for the channel. So we're gonna be ramping things up around now. So and in the future. So we're gonna keep things going. So I just want to say thank you everybody for supporting me. Thank you everybody for tuning into this channel and doing what you and supporting me in any way you can. You know, people that be DM me behind the scenes and calling me and saying, Brand, keep it going and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that. So let's get on to today's topic. So well, mostly when I do these podcasts, I'm gonna probably be working on Debian at the same time while talking to you. So it's gonna be quite interesting. So sometimes you might see my focus is here, but I'll be talking to you. But don't worry, I am focused on you guys, and I am very thankful that you guys are here and listening to this and watching this video. So today's topic is gonna be while I'm working on Debian, I'm gonna be talking about a very interesting topic. You know, I didn't even plan anything for this really, because this is one of the topics that I know I've just always been thinking about, and I'm just always intrigued by it because it's a lot of people do it, and it's quite fascinating why people do it, and it's I don't know. You know, this is the whole point of Let's Talk. You know, it's a conflict that something that's happening around the world, whatever topic it is, a common topic, and then let's debate it. Let's see what y'all think, and hear what I think. So the topic today is about people who bad talk others, people who talk behind people's back, um, uh, rather than solving the problem rather than solving the problem in front of their faces. I think actually people that talk behind other people's back rather than solving the problem in front of people's faces. Okay, that's a pretty long title, but basically I'm gonna try and narrow it down. That's why I made the title so broad. So let's get into that topic. So I have a big conflict with that because a lot of people do that, and you see that all over the world. It's not something that is like that's only in the United States. It's not something that's only you only find in some European countries. You find in the Caribbean or something, whatever. It's a common problem. You know, different countries handle their problems differently. Different people handle their problems differently, etc. But you know, it's quite a fascinating thing because a lot of people do that. You know, a lot of people do that. I find here, you know, they would say they have a problem with somebody. They'll have some kind of conflict with somebody. They'll be arguing with them. They'll go behind. They'll go to their friends and say, "Oh, so and so, you know, I'm so upset with so and so because so and so is always doing this, blah 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 blah, you know, and he or she is never doing da da da, or whatever the case may be, whatever conflict they have with them. Say, for example, the conflict is so and so always moves the chair, you know, at work, but so and so always moves the chair in front of my desk, and that always annoys me. So, my issue with that is the person would go to everybody else and tell everybody else about the problem instead of addressing the problem to the source. You know, and the reason I think that's nonsense is that if you have a problem with somebody, whatever the problem is, if it's like this example, something simple or something more complex, I think it's, you know, the person's right to know, and also for your peace of mind and your, you know, tranquility. You know, I don't know if I use that word probably and not in the right phrase, or probably not in the right context or something. But or probably I do, or probably I did. I don't know. But anyways, you know, it's, you know, for your peace of mind, you know, it will be a good thing for you to talk to the person and tell the person what kind of conflict that you have with them, So it's so you not only do they know what's going on, but also for yourself, so also yourself, so that you basically stay in peace, and then be able to solve the problem, so you don't have to complain about it. So and you find so many people, like, it's like, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to talk about this topic. I don't want to I don't want to bring it up in case da 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 da. But eventually, when you keep it when you keep it in a box, when you keep it under pressure, just like a bomb is essentially a controlled explosion, and that's what you're really doing to yourself. When I don't want to talk to him, I don't want to discuss that with them, but yet you can discuss with all your friends. You're making yourself into a bomb. You're making yourself into a controlled explosion. And to me, that's worse than if you just confronted a person and tell them, hey, this is the problem I have with you, and I would like you to solve it. you know that well, true, the person might be a little angry, the person might be might take it the wrong way or whatever, but at least you're addressing the problem. At least you're addressing the problem, at least you're showing that you are just not blindly complaining. And that's one of my biggest problem that's my biggest pet peeves. Is I hate to hear people just blindly complain. If you're going to complain, do something about it. That's my thing. And that's kind of my attitude at work. That's kind of my attitude wherever I am. Is and I practice what I preach. you know when it comes to that, I try my best. I try my best to, whenever I have a conflict with somebody, I let them know. And I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything like that, but that's one of the reasons why I have if very few enemies. Because if I have a problem with somebody, I let them know. And it brings me peace of mind. And it brings me a sense of comfort that I was able to tell this person something on my mind so that he could change for his betterment. And the fact that when people do something like that, when people bring their feelings towards you, or bring their grievances towards you, you know, it's not a matter of they hate you. It's not a matter of they want what's bad for you. If anything, it's what they want what's best for you. They want what's best for you, because they're bringing their problems to you because they want you to improve. They're probably seeing an error in your lifestyle, error in what you're doing, and want to help you with that. So that's my whole take on that. I don't agree with this whole people going to behind friends' back, and obviously, there's no perfect world. Of course, people are going to always go behind someone else's back and talk to your friends. I do it, of course. I do it. And I'm not just bragging about myself or whatever. It's just that the best I know myself best, so I'm obviously gonna bring up myself for examples. So that's just why I'm using myself as an example all the time. But um, going back to that, the 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 reason why it's a bad thing, um, well, some people might say it's not necessarily a bad thing, but going back to your friends and telling your friends, um, so whatever drama, because I mean I do that as well sometimes, is not necessarily a good thing, but I know it's bad, and what it really does is it really kind of sets you back, because now you're how are you solving your problems? Talking to your friend about it, it just gives you a temporary solution. It's just a temporary relief. What about other problems on the road? Now, other problems on the road, another problem comes up, talk to a friend about it. Another problem comes up, keep talking to a friend about it. Another problem comes up, you keep talking to a friend about it. You're never addressing your problem. There's, you're never addressing your problem. There's never a solution for your problem. That's a problem. You never learn how to solve your problems. You're just escaping your problems, and that way of being a coward, that way of avoiding. I shouldn't say coward. So I'm sorry if anybody who's doing it. I'm doing it too. So I'm essentially calling myself a coward. But anybody who's doing that, that can, like, you know, that keeps talking behind something back. You're never really solving your problem. You're just pushing. You just it's like just collecting debt. You know, you just keep collecting debt. Kids keep collecting debt. Kids keep collecting debt. You're never paying it off, and you know it creates a problem. And that's why you notice people that usually do that, or people that occasionally do that, or whatever. You notice they have a lot of problems. You know, in their life, and it's basically because they've never learned to solve their problem. It's always that, oh, let me try to do it the comfortable way. It's not meant to be comfortable. You know, if you have a problem with somebody, address it to that person, so that not only that you can bring yourself peace of mind, but you can also address probably a potential, you know, it could roll into a big ball of problems for that person. So at the end of the day, it shows that you care. Especially when people bring up a problem about me, or have the bravery to say, Brennan, you know, I don't like when you do da 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 da. You know, like, man, I have mad respect for that, because it's like, you know, you weren't a coward, and you didn't go behind my back and say a bunch of nonsense. You actually came to my face and you said, and you came one on one with me and say, hey, you know, Brand, I don't like this. I don't like what you're doing. So it, you know, it's I have a lot of respect for people that do that, you know, and it's probably me and a few other people that probably have mad respect for that. A lot of people take offense by that, but I don't think that's is you know, it's really meant for anybody to take offense by that. And you know, people should really be happy whenever someone is correcting them, in that sense. We should really be happy, like, wow, you know, somebody actually cares about me. How many people actually cares about us in this world? I mean, like, legit care, not caring because based off of, you know, oh, you can help me on this assignment, or you can help me on doing this project at work, or you can help me on getting financially stable. We can help me at creating my own business. How many people actually do care? How many people actually do want what's best for you? Very little. What is better? The guy who tells you, who gives you that little sweet, who pours honey on your ears and tell you everything you want to hear? Or that person who is straightforward with you and lets you know when you're doing something wrong? Yeah, he could be a little rough and it could be a little annoying. But man, when you think about it, that person who's being annoying, who's being so rough on you, who's who you think is being disrespectful to you, is actually the person who probably cares about you the most. You know, he's actually the person who probably cares about you the most, and you probably have a lot more tendencies to talk behind that person's back to another friend or whoever. But in actuality, that person is probably the one you want to keep the closest to you, because this person actually wants to grow you as a person, as a character. You do not know down the road, because he grows, he helps you grow as a character. You know, probably down the road you find your own business. Probably down the road you got to he corrected you in a way that you end up getting a good position. You know, you was able to solve this problem. You know, other people saw it and then said, man, you know, so and so Alex, Myron, or whoever, you know, or Barry, or Alan, or Nick, or whoever. Like, man, you know, because he mentioned, because he was able to solve this problem. You know, what other problems could he solve for this company? What problems could he solve as a business partner? What problems could he solve? You know, the list goes on and on. You know, and that's the thing. You know, and thinking about life and just seeing the bigger picture. That's why I'm against bad talking people behind their back, and that's the whole good thing about Let's Talk, is you probably disagree with me, and I want to hear it in the comment section down below, or wherever, or whoever comments that you see this video at. I want to hear your thoughts. You know, I disagree with that whole bad talking people behind their back. when I bad talk people behind their back, it's something that they already know that I say to their face. You know what I mean? Like to me, I don't think that really counts. Some people might say it counts, but to me, I don't think that really counts because I said it to your face too, so you already know. Is if I'm saying that to somebody else, is it's I already said it to you, so you're already aware of it, and you're probably aware of that I'm telling that to other people so that you can improve, and it's because I care about you, it's not because I hate you. So um so I think that's one of the biggest takes out of this is that you know if you truly care about somebody, if you truly care about somebody, you truly care about someone's growth as a character, as a person, as a human being on this planet Earth, that is floating rock in the middle of space. If you really care about somebody, bring up that conversation with them. At least that's according to my opinion. This is Let's Talk, so you can debate this. You can say this is nonsense, but from my opinion, bring up that conversation with them. Let's talk about it. Just like the theme of this video. Let's talk about it. What's wrong? How can we bring a solution to this? And how can we grow together? All right, guys. That's it for the Let's Talk. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about Debian before we go. And basically, I've just been working on Debian, trying to get the DAS program going. Of course, it's a really tough program, so trying to get over that learning curve. Still trying to shoot for that December deadline, but this time with Debian, I'm not trying to rush anything. I'm not trying to just shoot anything out because it's a deadline. I'm trying to make sure that this series comes out very good. So I mean, I'm shooting for the December deadline, but if things need a little bit more time, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know what's going on with Debian. But to be honest with you, it's a big learning curve, but I'm gonna have fun with it, and I'm gonna learn as much as possible. So basically, yeah, this is it. This is it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all for listening to what I have to say about Let's Talk. Again, if you have a conflict or whatever, you have a different opinion, leave it in the comment section down below. Leave it in the comment section down below wherever you see this video. And we're gonna probably make it as a every Wednesday thing. So stay tuned. I do not know the time, so probably let me get used to it. Let me do it again next week Wednesday, and then probably I can get a little used to it, and then I could tell you, okay, Let's Talk gonna come out around 9 p.m. Let's Talk gonna come around 10 o'clock. Let's Talk gonna come around 11 o'clock, or whatever. So you guys are aware of it and know when to tune in and stuff like that. So stay tuned. Stay tuned to J Global TV. So we're gonna have a couple of merch coming out. We're gonna have a couple things coming out. So we're trying to get back that flame, that fire that we had back when I was in San Antonio, and all the guys that supported and helped me and wanted this channel to grow. I just want to say thank you so much, and thank you for messaging me and getting me back on the road and getting me back going. So I really highly appreciate that. So yeah, this is it. So this is Brandon Joseph with J Global TV. Make sure you like and subscribe the video, and make sure and stay tuned to J Global TV. Stay tuned to all the latest events that's been going on, and the latest things and the latest news, events, whatever, merch, whatever we got going on J Global TV. Stay tuned to that, and make sure you always keep up to date with everything that's going on with J Global TV. Man, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Stay tuned. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. You guys are awesome. I can't say it enough. I like repeating myself like 3 different times, but thank you all so much. All right, peace.